Hello, hello, hi, welcome in. I am Timber. This is Timber Tarot Gamer. It is August 21st, 2026. I am doing again one of the duo decks for the month, and this time you get to pick with either whether you want an ethereal or an ethereal, which is eerie and ethereal kind of mixed together. That's what the name is. So ethereal or ethereal. And on top of that, we are using the Talisman Oracle for that. Also, if you guys get to notice, I put in my chat thing. So now you guys on Twitch can see people from YouTube and YouTube can see people from Twitch. I was like, adding some new things, changing it up just a little bit. Also, flip the thing in YouTube. So, okay, hold on. Let me get my chat. About it, YouTube. And I did put a new thumbnail also in YouTube, so it doesn't look the same as my normal thumbnail. So, oops. Grab you guys over here on Twitch. Excuse me, YouTube. Pop out the chat. Ah. Oh yeah, Lumia stream. My bad. Hold on. There it is. I'm always running late. Hey there, Zane. Welcome in. Hi. There is a delay, like a 10-second delay between when I see your chat, when I say it, and when you read it. So there's like a 10-second delay like in YouTube. How's it going? Get my stuff set up. If you would like a reading, just type in exclamation join there to get put in the queue. Lumia stream in there. All right. Why isn't my YouTube chat popping up? I thought it was you. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Cool. Doesn't really make a difference on that. Okay. Oh, forgot to open the queue. Excuse me. Ah. Jeez. I'm out of okay, now the chat, now the queue is open. I'm sorry about that. All right, that is good. YouTube, everything is good. On you, StreamYard. Okay. Like I was saying, I am doing a duo deck drawing. So you guys get to pick something a little more light and airy or a little more dark and heavy. It's your choice, whether you want one or the other. But we are using the Talisman Oracle for all the Oracle pulls tonight. Oh, and in the background, I am playing the new season of Fortnite that just came out yesterday. So, and I already got my first win. If you guys want to check out the highlight reel of that, it's on YouTube under my shorts. And I also added a new meme. I'm trying to do some new things, not because I kind of get stuck in this tunnel of doing the same thing over and over again. And then I was like, oh, I got to do something different. Hey there, Brady. Hopefully my voice isn't too loud. Okay. Oh, my timer's all right. Yes. Tonight's the numerology. Tonight the numerology number is 3. All right. Brady, you are next. You are up. You're first. Is my friend no longer giving me an extension until October 1st? I'm nervous. She is wanting me out sooner. Okay, let me check. And you pick whether you want the ethereal or ethereal. I'm so sorry about that. Because of a valid crash out, she seems she likes. She's a Capricorn. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. I'm gonna guess this here. Purple? It's the ethereal one. So I guessed wrong. Is my friend no longer giving me an extension until October 1st? I'm nervous. She's wanting me out sooner. She's a Capricorn. Again, the numerology number for today is 3. I was locked out. Oh no. I'm an overnight shift. I was exhausted and her brother was an instigator. Oh no, what's going on here? All right. We got the world reversed. Four of Cups reversed. The King of Swords. And the Devil reversed. If I can't stay until October, I'm screwed. Throw my plans off. You should have let me inside. I'm surprised you don't have a key if you're living there. That's kind of a red flag, don't you think? I was out for over an hour. So does her brother live there too? Or was he just visiting there? I mean, if I'm paying to stay there, I'm assuming you're paying rent there. If not, I mean, like, if you're staying there though, I would think you would get a key for that. But, all right, the world reversed. This is delays. This is the frustration that you're feeling here. The Four of Cups reversed. It's awareness, you know, it's the action here. There's a code, but she doesn't want others knowing the code to the lock. I mean, if you're there, if you live there, shouldn't you be the one to know that? Oh. But this King of Swords is boundaries and like directness here. Then the Devil reverse, release, independence, detachment. So it's her idea that I tell her when I'm working and she lets the door open for me. Ooh, that's some control issues there. That is frustrating here, like the world reverse. But there's these here at least are saying, like your friend is stepping into a very strict like mindset, kind of putting up those firm boundaries. At least right now, she does feel stuck in this dynamic that you guys are at. Moving out takes her out of control. So this whole thing is just, it's just saying that this push to like leave earlier is actually going to break your tension here. It's going to force both of you to kind of detach and move forward sooner than planned here, but keep your conversations very clear and very practical, you know, very calm without getting overly emotional. I mean, this is a very emotional thing, but try to keep reining it in a little bit, but focus your energy on making like a really solid backup plan so that you can transition out a little more smoothly into your own place. But yeah, not the only time there was something keeping me from sleeping or eating or going to the bathroom. Ooh, that is not an ideal. I can't though. I'm not financially ready. I'm trying to save. Are you paying rent though? But yeah, have a conversation with her. I don't have many options. Yeah, that's why I was saying have like a conversation with her, but very calmly, and ask her exactly why she needs to have you specifically locked out. Is there something that she doesn't trust about you? Like, what's the deal with not being able to let you go to the bathroom, which is, or eat? There's a lot of controlling issues there. She get like something stolen from her or something? I'm not entirely sure. My crash out was from frustration, irritability, and lack of sleep, and working overnight. Yeah, that's understandable. And then panic mode from being locked out. Yeah, I've been there before. Not here. Well, actually, no. Yeah, I locked myself out, so I can relate to that, but not to your specific. It's not just with me who doesn't have the code. Yeah, but aren't you staying there? I mean, shouldn't people who stay there have the code, or at least trusted people that she has? I mean, if your stuff's there, you're sleeping there. No, I'm saying back in the other living situation, I was hindered from using. Okay. I thought she was doing that, but she's still obviously locking you out from your place that you're staying at. How long have you been staying there? So it triggered me yet again when I was kept from sleeping. I was anxious to rest after work. Yeah, night shifts are hard. But yeah, I would have a very calm conversation with her. See, yeah. But again, try having less calmer conversation with her and ask her exactly why you're not able to have the code, especially if you're staying there. Those basic things being inconvenienced does something. Exactly. I need to stick to the plan. If you have a something else as a backup plan, would be a good idea. Not just to rely on her, because she doesn't seem too stable, at least from what I just heard. Especially she's not letting you have a code to the place that you live in. I can't do what's going on with her, though. Let's do that. I'll do this other one. Dive into hers. I know you didn't ask, but I feel like I need to. Hey there, tramps. No, I'm on vacation next week. There's the Lovers reversed. 3 of Pentacles. 2 of Swords reversed. The 7 of Cups. Choices. Yeah, no. Oh, technically I am on vacation starting today, but my birthday and all the celebrations that I won't be here for next week is next week. But Brady, let's see what's going on with her though. The Lovers reverse is this misalignment, this disconnection. The 3 of Pentacles is that workload, collaborations. 2 of Swords reverse, it's being overwhelmed. It's decisions here. And then the 7 of Cups is confusion, choices, and distractions. So like these cards at least are saying that she feels very like misaligned or overwhelmed by like just details of sharing spaces right now. It seems like she's sitting on this like indecision for a while, but like the pressure is looks like it's causing her to like snap out of her like whatever she was in and just make this choice. Basically, like this is saying that her actions aren't like necessarily like a personal attack on you, but more like almost like the result of feeling cluttered or stressed and like desperate for her own environment. She's very wound up here. Yeah, give her some space to cool down. Maybe trying to force a deep conversation while she's feeling overwhelmed is not going to be the greatest thing right now. So just focus on showing her that you like respect her boundaries and like quietly handling your own next steps, you know. Whatever she's very wound up, but when she's finally able to not be so wound up, that's when you were able to like make that calmer conversation with her and ask her what's going on a little more quietly. But don't tell her that you're planning on something else or looking for someplace else, because she's like, yeah. Seems like she's too, her emotions are too heated right now. Can't seem to get my own space. Let's try maybe to like again, and just quietly see if you can somewhere. Written in and out of shelters. Oh, yeah. I know a lot of people don't like it, but you could use AI to like ask what's going on and maybe have it help you see if there's anything out there. Hey there, 4948. Welcome in. I am dual streaming on Twitch and YouTube, and this next question is for Tramps over on YouTube. Okay, you guys get to pick either the ethereal or the ethereal. One's like light and airy, the other one's dark and heavy, but they're both elegant in their own way. Let's see, Tramps asked, what does Camilo think about me regarding our situation? We got into a huge fight last weekend when he was too messed up. I see a rain emoji, so he was too... Oh. Snowed up. Oh. Okay, so I was just saying messed up. It's harder than this. Yeah, I know it's not a ideal situation, but to ask, but sometimes AI does have its advantages to ask questions of how to help, where to find resources, how to get things for free, how to get put on lists of places to like get to and get some help. There are also some grants, depending on where you live, that could help out. Oh, I forgot to change that one. Timer. It's the wrong decks. I forgot I had all these new things and I forget to change them. Sorry about that. There we go. Updated time. Hey there, Frissy. Welcome in. Hey, Delawin. Welcome in too. Sorry about that. It's changing my things up. But yes, Tramps. Still waiting. Would you want the ethereal or the ethereal? Freestyle. Oh, geez. I always read the wrong one. I should have seen that. Freestyle. Welcome in. Hi, Zeus. I got the Zeus cam, maybe? I think. Hold on. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me fix the Zeus cam. There he is. You say hi? Here he is. Zeus cam. Thank you. They are metallic. Kind of hard to tell, but these are, well, obviously bronzy, gold, like a pink gold, rose gold, and silver. But they're very hard to distinguish. Been wearing them all week at work. The one on the right. Oh, no worries. again, I do my shuffles through numerology, and tonight's numerology number is 3. After I reset this deck, but what's going on? Tramps are. It was good. Queen of Cups. Knight, King of Wands. 5 of Swords. The Knight of Cups in reverse. Oops. One. Cool. There you are. Knight of Cups in reverse. Okay. Well, okay. The Queen of Cups is hurt feelings. It's also very sensitive here. The Knight of Wands, excuse me, the King of Wands, pride, temper, control here. He did some pretty crappy things to me. Oof. Yeah. Here's this on that part. The 5 of Swords is conflict and regrets. The Knight of Cups in reverse, it's like withdraw or like an apology delayed here. I'm so sorry about that though, tramps. But yeah, the Camilo seems to be very defensive and embarrassed about like how out of hand things got during the fight. Like he knows he has a quick temper and like all that crazy of that night, you know, created a lot of like unnecessary damage and hurt feelings also between you two. But he is nursing his wounded like pride, maybe kind of pulling back emotionally. Seems like he doesn't quite know how to approach you or fix what happened without dropping his guard right now. But if you want to speak with him again, let the dust settle for a moment, you know, before trying to hash anything out again. He's still processing his own regret right now, but at least so he can come back to like the table a little more calmer here and less defensive. He should also say he's not a bar troll. He has a nice professional job in a fancy townhouse. Jeez. Yeah, that's the bruised ego there, the King of Wands. It's the pride, it's the temper, it's control. Obviously, this is him. You're on this one. I'm so sorry to hear all that. But he still is trying to lick his prideful wounds, I guess. Oh my gosh, we just got to 330 followers. Thank you guys so much. I'll reset this here. There you go. All right, 4948, you are next. Freestyle. I always feel like Azalea fits tarot cards. Didn't realize I made you reach stuff. Yeah, no worries. Hold on, let me get Zeus here. Zeus, we gotta follow. Zeus Cam. I gotta think of treats for him whenever we get a follower or anything kind of donation stuff. Zeus says thank you. Oh, and he's a Bark Ranger now too. Show him your tag. We went to the national park. If you go to any national park, you can go and get your dog certified Bark Ranger. Yeah, you can make your dog into a certified bark ranger. They had a whole ceremony usually, but it was really busy that day, so they're like, yeah, we usually do a whole thing, but it's pretty busy here. So here's the tag, here's the little card, says make sure that you follow the rules of the national parks, bag your poop, walk on leash, walk where you're supposed to, um, don't be mean kind of things. And they give you a little tag that's all for free. So if you have a little dog or big dog, go to the Indian national parks and go get yourself a little tag. It says official bark ranger, and each national park has its own unique tag. This one's Arrowhead. Dog tags right now. Don't know why it's so dark here. Should adjust itself. Adjust this to the 1 second. That's why I have it up 10%. There we go. A little brighter. Okay. Where were we? Why was the lady staring at me in the office of my son's new school today? Why was she? And you got an option to either for the ethereal or the ethereal. Ethereal. They're both elegantly. They're one's elegantly angelic, and the other one's elegantly demonic or dark. So elegantly light and elegantly dark, but they're both in the same kind of sphere of influence there, Delawin. This one, most people have seen this ethereal one before. I've seen it at least in a few places. What's going on? There's that lady in the office. Got the 3 of Cups reversed. 7 of Swords. 8 of Pentacles reversed. And the 9 of Wands reversed. Oh, thank you for the follow, freestyle. For some reason, it's delayed in action. I was like, wait a minute, you already followed. My cloud bot's a little slow. Yeah, I know. I was like, wait a minute, what? That's why it usually happens at the same time when it shows up in chat and has a thing, but Wands. Okay. So this 3 of Cups in reverse is exclusion, it's tension, it's a little bit of awkwardness here. The 7 of Swords, it's sneakiness, guardedness, a little curious there. Just a reminder, upside down cards. Yeah, exactly. Not always, but like the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, it's distraction, it's like sloppiness and frustration. And then the 9 of Wands in reverse, it's exhaustion, burnout, like a lot of low energy right here with this one. seems like her stare didn't really have to do anything with you personally. It's more like her having a bad day here. It's like she felt drained, overwhelmed with whatever she was going at work, or at least she was stuck in this like tense or awkward mood, kind of trying to get through her tasks. So this is just saying like she was spacing out, kind of acting hyper vigilant because, you know, of her own maybe internal stresses and exhaustion. But yeah, shake it off, water off of Doug's back here. uh, Make sure you're focusing on your kids. You know, seems like a fresh, exciting start. You know, kind of leave whatever stress she was showing. You know, just rear view mirror that. It didn't have really anything to do with you. It just she was kind of feeling some kind of way within her own self, and just happened to look your way. Reset. Oh, wait. Midnight Terrain, you are next. How's it going? Can elegantly light and elegantly dark. Oh, you're welcome. 4948. After midnight, it's Delawin. Oh, if you want to learn where you're at in the queue, just type in !list and you'll find out where you are on the list right now. Thank you, 49. Thank you for stopping by. We're here tomorrow, also 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Pacific time. Midnight, you are next. I don't have it. I was like, where'd my soundboard go? Midnight rain. There you are. Okay. Why is it that now that I have given up on hoping for some kind of loving relationship, now I'm getting bombarded with some things talking about love or something like it? Oh, yeah, no worries. Hey there, Miss Sneeka, over on YouTube. Welcome in. For some reason, my chat bot was supposed to also include YouTube people, but it's only including the Twitch. So people over on Twitch, you guys can say hi to the people over on YouTube now. They can see the chat. And there's like a 10-second delay over on YouTube, so latency. Midnight, do you prefer the elegantly light or the elegantly dark? Ethereal or ethereal, which is a combination of eerie and ethereal, which is it's not a real word apparently, but it is what the deck is called. Ethereal. Whichever deck you prefer. Talking about love, so we'll go with the little elegantly light. Oh. Tower. 6 of Pentacles reversed. 9 of Pentacles reversed. 3 of Cups. Well, Tower. It's a very bruh kind of a moment. It's a shift though. It's an awakening. It's also like breakout. It's not too bad. But 6 of Pentacles reverse is an imbalance. It's very one-sided. 9 of Pentacles reverse, it's insecurity and like a reset. And then 3 of Cups is community and connection, joy. So I don't know if you can kind of like tell where the story here is going, but dropping your old like expectations. How do I play it? Oh, hey there, Clarity. Welcome in with the raid. Hi. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. I am Timber. Welcome to Timber Tarot Gamer. I am dual streaming on Twitch and YouTube, and in the background you are hearing Fortnite. I'm playing Fortnite in the background, so whenever the chat gets low, I'll switch it over to gaming, but it's in the background right now. Well, hello everybody, welcome in. Hello, 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 all the raiders. I am here Fridays and Saturdays only for 4 hours because it's for free. On my days off. Okay. Midnight. When you dropped those expectations, you know, it seems like it shattered a pattern of like chasing this like unbalanced, unfulfilling kind of connections. But now that you aren't settling for less, and you know, you're looking for a little more validation from like the outside, it seems like the universe is just like shaking up your reality, you know, like showing you what actual connections look like. So this whole thing of like these sudden reminders of love, or it seems like your energy cleared out the old and made way for like the new. So like it opened up spaces for more real joyous community here to kind of flow back. So like basically like, oh, the universe is like, you're not looking for love, you know, look. So it kind of did that kind of thing. But yeah, take these as a sign of like just confirmation that, you know, letting go of the past was the right move for you to like grow, you know, kind of keep focus on your own peace, you know, welcome more balanced connections as they naturally show up for you if you want. But the universe is like, look, here's what you got. If you want it, you know, don't give up. Exactly. Bruh. Reset the deck here. I mean, it could have been a wow. Ethereal or the ethereal. Yeah. Delawin, you are next. Yeah, sorry about that. Midnight. Why is my chat now? Weekly reading. Por favor. Por favor. Okay, why is my... Well, we wait for my dashboard to do whatever it's doing. Which would you like, the ethereal or the ethereal? elegantly light or elegantly dark. But while you choose, we will pull the Oracle. Demonic one. All right. Again, for the Oracle deck tonight, I'm using the Talisman Oracle for both. Hey there, Black Cat. Welcome in. Sí, pero no. Lo perdí. English is my second language, but si no lo usas, lo pierdas. All right, you got Resilience. Delawin. Mis padres son de México. Nací aquí, pero como nadie habla en español, no lo uso. Got the moon. Yeah, the moon. The moon reversed. With the Emperor reversed. Interesting. Aries, right? Resilience. I probably sound like you when I used to be fluent. I stopped thinking in Spanish in like 4th grade, I believe. If I'm immersed in it, I'd probably pick it up a little better. But Delawin, you're week ahead for an Aries, I remember, I think. Yes. Resilience is strength, it's recovery, it's endurance. The moon reverse, it's some clarity or like an unmasking, and then the Emperor reversed is unrest or like loss of control, flexibility there also. But it seems like you'll be breaking through like maybe some confusion or at least hitting like seeing some hidden truths a little bit better this coming week. You might lack some structure or maybe just run into some issues with like stubbornness, like stubborn authority here, trying to like boss you around here. But this is just pretty much saying like relying on your resilience. That's going to help you stay a little more grounded, just realign control when like those outer plans feel a little messy or unpredictable. But don't try to force kind of control over every situation or like fight everything head on. You know, flex your adaptability, basically. You know, the clarity that you're going to get will let you carry on through. Not too bad. You're welcome. Reset the deck here. That is reset. This is still reset. Resetting the Oracle. Nope. Crisp cards. Oh no. Why did it do that? What's going on? It better not just do what I think it just did. I think it did. I think my freaking thing just reset. Holy crap. Oh, technology. I should start just writing them down. All right. Hey, hi, Brady. All right, let me see. Delaware, and then it was freestyle. After, let me just write this down because apparently my freaking Streamlabs decided to not work now. There it is. Freestyle is next. And Brady. All right. I have no idea what's going on with Streamlabs. There it is. Okay. Q. There it is. It's fixed. It's fixed. It's fixed. Oh my gosh. I have no idea why I did that. All right. Freestyle. Next. After freestyle is Tramps, and then Brady, then Black Cat, Midnight, and then Delaware. Oh, jeez. All right, freestyle. Erythrial. Why does my best friend only want to hang out with only one of my friends and nobody else, even though we try to hang out with them and they only cancel if that person isn't coming? There's always some weird fans like that. Here we got the Emperor reversed. Got the Star. The Two of Swords. And the King of Swords. Again, elegantly dark here. Okay, so the Emperor reversed is control issues or like friction. The Star, though, it's hope and fascination. The Two of Swords. That one's like that indecision or avoidance. And then the King of Swords, it's detachment or like selectiveness here. But Your friend seems like they're putting this specific person on a pedestal for some reason. Like there's a strong, almost like idealized thing towards their vibe, but at the same time, like they're feeling like a lack of control or like very awkward in a large group. You know, like it's making them act very distant about who they want to spend some energy on. But their flaky behavior, it's not about like disliking the rest of the group, but like wanting them to prioritize the one person that they feel a little more drawn to, you know, while just kind of tuning out everybody else. But yeah, it's if inviting them to groups is going to cause frustration, you don't have to keep inviting them. You know, enjoy the friends who do show up. Kind of let the one come around when they're actually ready to come out of their shell. You know, let them make their own choices without like stressing yourself out. Is what the saying here. Yeah, try and focus more on enjoying the friends who actually show up for the whole thing. Because if the one person's kind of throwing the vibe off, maybe not invite them as much. Hey there, Kinsley. Welcome in. Tramps is next. Again, if you guys want to listen or want to see where you're at on the list, just type in exclamation list to see where you are in the queue. Resetting the deck here. Oh. Hi, Zeus. If you want to get put on the list, just type in exclamation join. Okay, we got Mark's current feelings for me. What are you thinking there, Tramps? Ethereal or ethereal? The right. Hi, Juice. What's going on? You okay? Are you crying? No, you're just Julie. Okay. Hold on. We have a Zeus moment here. He's like, hello, everyone. Welcome in. Again, I shuffled my deck through numerology, and tonight's numerology number is 3. Hey there, Crunchy Legumes. He just turned 11. All right, Tramps, you got the 10 of Wands, Justice, 8 of Pentacles, and the 7 of Swords reversed. Oh, thank you. Oh, the artwork on the deck. This isn't my deck. I thought you meant the graphics, but yes, they are very cool. One, the ethereal deck is more, it's the lighter side of this, and the ethereal is the elegant dark side of this. I like the two pairs of here. But tramps, the 10 of Wands is exhaustion. It's heavy pressures, the justice, fairness, and balance. 8 of Pentacles is like effort and working on it, the consistency here. And then 7 of Swords reverse. This is like coming clean or like honesty. But Mark just feels overwhelmed. Seems like there's some emotional weight, some heavy energy surrounding him right now. But he is trying to put in the effort, to make things right and just restore like some fairness between you two. But these are just saying like he's just ready to drop the secrets or maybe some defenses. Maybe he'll step up, and just kind of deal with the relationship you two have. Again, relationships doesn't necessarily mean loving relationships, just like the connection you two have. Even if he feels a little drained by everything, but give him just a moment to clear his head, so he doesn't feel completely crushed by pressures that he has right now. I encourage him to open up though, straightforward communication, so you both could balance out whatever is going on. Oh yeah. Hey Jenny, welcome in. How's it going? Thank you for joining. Tonight we are doing ethereal deck versus the ethereal deck. Elegantly light and elegantly dark. Top of that, we are using the Talisman Oracle for both. All right, Brady, you're next. Not too bad. Jenny, not too bad. Will I be able to save a few thousand to afford the apartment regardless of what my friend decides to do with me? Hmm. Three of Cups reversed. 9 of Pentacles reversed. 7 of Swords. 5 of Pentacles reverse. Yeah, if you guys want it in the chat, I do have a 8-ball. It's a bot. It's a chat bot. If you guys want to at least ask it some questions while we wait, just type an exclamation 8-ball and then a question, and then I'll answer it for you. But Brady here, this 3 of clubs, 3 of Cups reversed. It's isolation. This is like the solitude card. The 9 of Pentacles reversed. That's a financial stress and some setbacks. The 7 of Swords, some difficult choices, very strategic planning. It's also about resourcefulness. And then the 5 of Pentacles reversed. This is recovery, relief here. Not too bad, but like they know the cards are here. Again, I do not claim to be a psychic. I'm just reading what the cards are saying. But these cards are saying like they know, like, while you're facing some tight financial stresses, you know, and setbacks on your own, seems like a positive shift is coming. Like you're going to have to make a very clear strategic cuts and just stay very, very disciplined with your like spending. I know you probably are pulling it back, but maybe cut on some wants, focus on needs here. You know, the road seems bumpy right now, but you're climbing out of this hardship. You know, you'll be able to turn this situation around though. But just buckle down, get super strict with your budget starting today, you know, and again, focus on your financial recovery and just cut out any kind of non-essentials so you can build up more money and have a safety net here. I cut back on necessities. Yeah, like whatever it is that is, I mean, even if it goes to, with some people on the internet are going to human chow things, so that's like ground beef and rice and a veg, and that's all they have. Like, I know when I moved up here from, like, I moved up here with my very last unemployment check, which is like $600 13 years ago, and it literally cost me most of that for gas to get up 2 states, to come over from 2 states. And then what I ate was canned soup, and I bought a giant one of those box of crackers, the ones that have like the stacks of them, saltine crackers. So I bought a bunch of like 99-cent canned food, saltine crackers, and water. That's all I had for like 3 months. I kid you not. I even have pictures. I had a blog called My Year Long Chow, and I took pictures of everything I ate because I was bored and I had nothing else to do. But yeah, literally a can of soup, half of a bag of, or half a sleeve of, or maybe a quarter of the sleeve of saltines, and water. And that's all I had. But I bet I saved up enough money within those 3 months to move all of our stuff and my husband over, and we were able to start anew up here. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, even if it's Did my mom hit her head because of Anubis? I hear that's how he shows affection. The one that is like a, hopefully it wasn't a big old bop, it was just like a dink. Unless the hit on her head made her toxic. Unless she's a toxic person. Nope, I heard her scream. Ooh, that was a big bop. All right, Ace of Swords reversed. The King of Cups. Guy holding a stick, but also a cup. 4 of Swords reversed, and the 9 of Swords. Nine of Swords. Okay. Ace of Swords here. Ace of Swords is truth. It's facts. The King of Cups is about compassion and emotional stability. The Four of Swords reversed is awakening and restlessness. Some physical stresses there. And then the Nine of Swords is anxiety and worry and fear here. Um, like, hmm. I think it's saying that this was an accidental physical event, more because of distraction or physical fatigue. Doesn't necessarily mean like a spirit or deity here. But this does have high anxiety and overthinking around this whole thing. But the truth here kind of points to like mundane physical incidences rather than like spiritual things. Um, but focus on her right now, making sure she's physically okay. It seems like that big bop hit her head pretty hard enough for her to scream. But, just make sure you're checking signs for concussion, and just she's feeling a little anxiety. So just make sure that you calm that, and her surroundings right now so that you can like look at the situation a little more clearly, a little more grounded. Yeah, this seems like she's just worried and anxious about something. Happen to bop her head on something. No, I've missed a step going down. We have 2 flights of steps here in this house and the split level. And I think it's been 3 times now that I've missed a step or forgot a step or didn't step on it correctly and sprained my freaking ankle. Thankfully, it was only sprained for like a few hours. But overthinking tends to lead to physical pain somehow because you weren't focused. Yeah, just check on her, make sure she's doing okay. All right. Midnight Rain, Delawin, Kelsey, Jenny, and then Tramps. Midnight. I have some new goals I'm trying to achieve, and that means getting very detailed and focused. Exactly. Why does a manager named Ivan love to come near me after he basically screamed at me to be silent? He got my silence, now what's his deal? King of Swords. The Sun reversed. The Lovers reversed. And the Tower reversed.
Bruh.
Okay, so King of Swords. King of Swords is very cold controlled. Hey there, princess. Welcome in. Over on YouTube. You guys get to see the chat over on from Twitch on YouTube now. I was trying to put the YouTube chat on Twitch, but I was trying something new. It didn't quite work out. Okay. But yes, the King of Swords. King of Swords is very cold control and like authority. The Sun reversed, it's guilt and discomfort. The Lovers reverse, it's some misalignments, some broken harmony here. And then the Tower reverse, it's unresolved tension. It's lingering drama. Very bruh energy here. Um, Ivan's like he's trying to maintain this like posture of like cold, rigid control beneath all of his exterior here. Like he's feeling very deeply uncomfortable and kind of guilty and agitated about his outburst to you. Seems like he's hovering around because he can feel like the heavy rift, you know, and he doesn't know how to handle this lingering tension without kind of blowing things up further or like maybe dropping his pride. But yeah, like he wants to monitor the damage that he caused, you know, like, but his ego and like his stiff demeanor are just kind of keeping him from like offering repair here. But keep your guard up, you know, stay grounded. And like you don't owe him an easy way out of the awkwardness, you know, let him set things right, you know, until he, you know, but keep your guard up, keep your, you know, thing up until he chooses to act like a mature adult here. I had a manager. I had a manager. Our work. We were only allowed to work 12 hours. Okay, and that's part of our union contract. Like they can't work us any more than 12 hours at all. And we were on the 11th hour and 45 minutes, so we had 15 minutes to come back to where we're supposed to finish the job because we can't just keep working and stop. Because if we do, then that means the manager has to go out there and pick us up and then bring us back. So we had 15 minutes left. I'm like, okay, I was the foreman in charge, and it was my decision to stop the work. We still had at least 2 hours worth of work to do, so I made the decision. I was like, hey, let's just go in. It's gonna take us 15 minutes to go back in, take our stuff, our personal, you know, protection equipment off, and you know, sign off and everything like that. So it's gonna take us at least that sign. So Delawin is next. And as I was like filling out all the paperwork to tell them how long we worked and all this other stuff, there's like a piece of paper that we're supposed to fill out. I get a manager stomping down and he goes, "Why did you stop the work?" I'm like, because we didn't have enough time. He goes, "You could have finished that industry. Maybe this job isn't what you're supposed to be doing." And he just started going off, and I looked at my watch, and it went 12 hours on the dot. He goes, "And it's 12 hours. Bye." And I just walked off. I didn't acknowledge him. I didn't do anything. I just was gone. And then, like, later on that week, he apologized to everybody. He didn't want to specifically apologize to me for yelling, but he apologized to everybody by grilling up some steaks for everybody's lunch. That was his way of apologizing, which is... And I'm like, you couldn't just come up to me and apologize. You had to like, "I'm cooking steaks for everybody." I'm like, eh. Should I let R romantically go? Hmm. Nine of Cups reversed. Page of Pentacles reversed. Page of Wands reversed. Page of Cups. Wow. All right. The first time I've ever had... If you would have had the page of... What is it? Pentacles, Wands, Swords. If you would have had the page of Swords, like, geez. Okay, well, the Nine of Cups reversed. It's like being unfulfilled. This is disappointment. This page of Pentacles, or this page of Pentacles reversed, it's like lack of progress or some like mismanaged effort. This page of Wands in reverse, it's a lack of spark or directionless, kind of a delayed momentum. But then the Page of Cups, it's small offers here, kind of vulnerable, also immature feelings there. Delawin. If you do continue with this thing with R, it's gonna likely leave you disappointed or like unfulfilled. Things might still be there. Like there might still be some like soft, sweet gestures, or like a small maybe olive branch, on the table. But the energy here overall, like it's stuck in an immature or stagnant loop here. Doesn't really have any kind of place to grow or stabilize anymore. Like this, it's best to let go of like high romantic expectations here. Simply lacks it lacks immaturity here or any kind of effort needed to thrive. Since it's not worth it. So at least here it's saying that he doesn't do what he's supposed to do. Our entire team called him out. His own boss called him out, yet he does nothing to actually fix it. And this Ivan dude had the audacity to tell me if I don't want to work, I can leave. See, exactly. He told me my boss told me that too. Well, he wasn't a boss, he was a supervisor. Yet I show up every day on time. I work extra hours, extra days. I was late 1 or 2 times the entire 6 months I've worked for these people. If they ask me to do something, I'm on it immediately. Ivan, it's most likely never getting done. Jeez. He went off on me after asking him and the head of HR to give me a set of numbers for logins for 6 months. Don't ask by face to face. Email it. Have a paper trail. That's one thing I've learned working all this time. You don't ask a manager up for anything. You have to email them and CC their boss. Start leaving a paper trail. It's like you can go back and go, look, 6 months ago I've been asking for this and you have yet to fulfill it. So what's going on? Why is this? You can involve their boss too and then be like, why is this incompetent person still working here if he hasn't been doing anything for anybody for 6 months? Leave a paper trail. Always leave a paper trail, and then print them out if you can. Sometimes I don't know how they might be able to delete it. I don't know. The paper trail stuff. Kingsley, you're next. Kelsey, see, I'm still thinking Kings here. Sorry, Kelsey. What do I need to hear right now when it comes to the person in my mind? Queen of Pentacles, Five of Wands reversed, Three of Cups reversed, Three of Pentacles reversed. And I always look for patterns of these two cups, or sorry, threes, pentacles. But this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, sorry, nine, upright. I'm looking at these. These three are reversed here, but the Queen of Pentacles is like a protecting of your energies, you know, very grounded here. The Five of Wands in reverse, it's exhaustion. It's like choosing peace. The Three of Cups in reverse, that's some disconnections, some solitude, maybe like outgrowing groups. And then the Three of Pentacles in reverse, it's the lack of teamwork. It's like one-sided effort or like poor collaborations there. It's like you need, let's see, you need to redirect all like the care and the patience and the effort that you've been putting into this person back to yourself here. Like, seems like the connection is like suffering from like a lack of teamwork. Like you're not working, it doesn't work well with him. It's only going to pull you into some unnecessary drama or like maybe some isolated feelings with this person. But at least these four cards are just telling you to stop trying to force a collaboration, you know, that isn't working, and just kind of step back into your stability and your peace of mind. But don't focus on him. Focus on your own comfort and goals and emotional security right now. You know, if you do overextend yourself for this person, it seems like they're not going to meet you halfway. So just let your peace be more the priority here. I could zoom out. Forgot. Jeez. You're welcome, Kelsey. Set. Man. There you go. All right, Jenny, you're next. Excuse me. Yeah, there's some managers. The manager that got onto me ended up getting fired, which is funny because I saw him, because he ended up getting a job near to where we work, and I actually saw him one day, and he looked at me because when he did yell at me, and like years later, I was in a better position on the job, so I was so sometimes whatever comes around goes around, and eventually these managers end up leaving. There's a few managers that ended up leaving my job because they just didn't fit. It ended up costing productivity and what's that word? Camaraderie, I guess, between the managers and the employees. Jenny Vlogs, are you there? Oh yeah, especially exactly the group of you. If you guys aren't in a union, form a union of people that he's doing that to, and then that should move the needle. Oh yeah, I forgot you guys can see. Hi Starry, welcome in. Forgot the YouTube crowd can see your chat now, Twitch. So you guys can say hi to the people over on Twitch, and I mean on YouTube. Welcome in, Starry. Jenny, are you there? Jenny going once. Jenny going twice. Sorry, Jenny. Maybe next time. Champs is next. Why is Miguel harassing me? Ooh. No, I mean, form a group. If you aren't a union, form a group of people who are also getting harassed by this manager. You don't have to unionize. Sometimes companies like to union bust, but I'm saying get the collection of coworkers who he's doing this to and say, hey, this guy's not helping our company at all by doing what he's doing. It's especially if he's a repeated offender. The right deck. All right. What's going on with Miguel? The Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady. Strength. Eight of Cups. Eight of Wands. Oh, yeah, I can pull these down a little bit further now. Just I zoomed it out. Okay. Oh yeah, guys, if you haven't looked at my my YouTube shorts, I have a Knight of Pentacles meme that I made. It's hard work. It's steady effort. You have an 8 connection here. Okay. So again, Knight of Pentacles is it's also about like fixation here. It's stubbornness. It's slow persistence here. Strength is control and willpower. The 8 of Cups, it's like walking away or disappointment. And the 8 of Wands is some rapid contact, like impulsiveness here. Too much communication, or like an excess of communication. He's acting out of like a stubborn fixation here. Like a need to make sense of things, control after feeling rejected or left behind. Like he is refusing to process that things have shifted or ended in some ways. I think he has issues with women. Yeah, that's that fixation thing here. Like his pushy behavior is like an attempt to break down your boundaries, and other people's boundaries, I guess, women in general, because he can't handle being left in the cold or left behind. But don't engage him or kind of give him the reaction that he's wanting. Like any response here, it's gonna only feed to his like persistence, you know. But keep your boundaries firm, you know. If you work with him, document it, any of that unwanted behavior, but block his access to you, you know, so that you can maintain control of like your peace and your safety. Yeah, he's wanting to get that reaction from women. Be a what? I don't know why that. I don't know why it's censored it that way. I'm sure you're saying be the bigger person. Jeez. Princess Kodso. What are A's current energies towards me? No contact. Do you see him breaking silence soon? So this is why I like when you guys put your question also, in case you guys aren't there anymore. Hopefully you're still there, Princess. Oh, Jenny, there you are. It was your turn a couple turns ago. Delawin is next, unless Delawin, Midnight, and then Starry. All right, Princess Coda. You might not be there, but I got your question, so I'll pull the cards regardless. So if you have it, if you have your question, type an exclamation join and then your question, and then that way, if I do miss you, you can always go back and see what I said. Ten of Wands, Page of Cups, Three of Wands reversed, and the Seven of Wands. Seven of Swords. Why did I say Wands? Seven of Swords. Jeez. That one's guardedness. This is keeping distance. Three of Swords, Three of Wands reversed. It's delays and waiting. Ten of Wands is heavy burdens and exhaustion, and the Page of Cups is softer offer, an apology here. But Princess Coda, if you're watching, if you left, if you come back, this one's your reading. But A's feelings, he's feeling like very burdened by like distance and like unresolved energy between you two. But he's still letting his own hesitation get in the way. He's getting a little guarded, but he's he's keeping an eye on you from afar, and maybe like sometimes thinking about extending the very soft olive branch again here. But he's afraid of how it's gonna land and kind of keep him stuck in this waiting game. But he does have the desire to like break silence here, but his mindset is just delaying it for now. But again, protect everybody, protect your energies. Don't spend your energies waiting around for people to make moves. Let him carry the weight of his own silence until he's ready to get some courage to step up with some more clear, open messages. Good advice for anybody. Don't wait around for people. Reset. Delawin is next. Oops. You asked for a weekly financial reading. Well, you pick either ethereal or ethereal. Pull the oracle card first. Of course. You got growth of energy. Four of Swords and the Four of Cups. Weekly financial reading for an Aries. Growth of energy. Sorry, yeah, the Four of Cups does love you. Sorry, my chat on the other one was paused for some reason. Okay, let's see. Growth of energy. It's renewal. It's revitalization. Yeah, it's like building momentum here. And again, that Four of Cups. Unawareness, missing some small details here. But the Four of Swords, it's rest. It's strategic holds. Pausing the activity here, which is kind of a juxtaposition here. So it wants you to pause here, but it's a growth of energy. So, thank you for the 50 or the 500, excuse me, tokens. Got the hello there. Seems like your financial progress this week or next week here, it's going to depend on taking a step back rather than forcing new moves. Like the underlying financial energy it's trying to build. Like you are like in a period of pause and like a mid or mildly bored of it. It feels like nothing's nothing is shifting, but this temporary rests for like impulse spending or maybe making risky moves. It's going to allow you to regain focus. You know, it's going to help you spot some simple budgeting opportunities here that you might currently be ignoring. But hold off making any kind of big purchases or maybe making any kind of financial commitments, at least for the next week. Use this quiet period just to renew your baseline, you know, so you're ready to when the momentum finally picks up. Reset. Midnight is next, and then Starry, and then Jenny. Reset this one. You're welcome, Delawin. Hey there, Mark. Bienvenidos. ¿Cómo estás? Yes, I saw your question there, Starry. Midnight Rain. You're next. Yes, he had a really. He's currently. Hold on. Currently taking a nap. I can actually detach this camera. He's down there taking naps next to my weights. Whatever message I need to hear now. Okay. Whatever message is most important that I need to hear now. Karmic justice. Hmm. There you are, Jenny. You are second. All right. You got the Four of Cups reversed and the Eight of Swords reversed. The Fool. First time it showed up. It hasn't showed up in a long time. Although in French suited decks, the Joker always pops up. And oh, thank you for the bits. Hold on, I'll give Zeus his bit in a second. Yeah, the Fool in French suited is the Joker card. It's unpredictable, but get Zeus because thank you for the bit. So Zeus gets a bit. Hey there, Nathan. Nat. Welcome in. Nathan. Stu says, thank you for the bits. Okay. Midnight. Karmic justice. This is like truth and balance, kind of reap what you sow vibe there. The Four of Cups in reverse, it's some fresh perspectives. It's like moving on. The Eight of Swords in reverse, it's like breaking free or dropping your fear, gaining some clarity. Then the Fool, it's some new beginnings. It's a leap of faith, some unburdened potential here, but like a massive spiritual shift is definitely or like landing in your favor here. It's like whatever mental traps or like maybe some self-doubt or like toxic dynamics that were holding you back, looks like they're dissolving, but like the scales are finally balancing here. Oh, and thank you so much, Nate, for the follow. Zeus, we gotta follow. All right, Zeus can. Thank you so much. Zeus says thank you. But yeah, that it's starting to dissolve. This balance is, the scales are starting to get more balanced, but like the universe seems like handled the karmic weight. It's releasing you from this like mental prison maybe that you were in. Just kind of handing you a clean slate to like just step into some more fresh, unburdened chapter there. But just trust here that the past is just fully settled, and and just stop looking back over your shoulder. Just take this leap into this new phase with more confidence. At least knowing that you're protected, or like you're free to start over. Basically, the universe is saying, hey, don't look back, you're free to start over. You're okay to start over. Just stop looking back. Seems like that karmic. The karmic. The karma. Jeez. Is in your favor. Jeez. I've been wearing one of those things on my thumb to stabilize it because it's giving me some arthritis at work. But a whole week of me wearing it, it's not hurting as much anymore, but not as dexterous as I was. Go. Starry is next. After Starry is Jenny. But Starry asked, what would help my job applications? Oh, thank you, Nat. They are metallic, bronze, gold, rose gold, silver-ish. I used loud lacquer for these two. It is Madison. Hey, come on, focus. Madison. It's called Madison. And for the ring and pinky, actually no, for the, what the heck did I use? For the middle finger, they're both Essie. Good as Gold and Penny Talk. Or Penny Talk. For these two. And then I don't remember what I used for the last one. Oh, here. It is from Live Love Polish. Yeah. This one is called Fairy Glow. For the pinky. You can barely tell, but there's some like little flecks in there. All right, Starry. Here. Oh, no worries. You are. This is for you there, Starry. Okay. See? Serendipity. You got called by somebody and I'm got delayed by this, but this is for you, Starry. Oh, hey, Princess Koto. I did do your reading. So if you, I don't know, I'm sure if you can go back on thing a couple of like 5 minutes ago, I think, Princess. The sun, yay, the sun. I like doing for the sun. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Two of Pentacles in reverse. Four of Wands in reverse. I keep grabbing my beard when I'm thinking, so I'm like my mouth gets frozen for a second. Oh, nice to see you. Thank you, Delawin, for stopping by. Get some rest over on the other side of the pond. Okay, so Starry, the sun is visibility, it's confidence, it's like highlighting strengths here. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse, though, this is like lack of follow through, some inefficiencies. The Two of Pentacles in reverse, it's disorganized, overwhelmed, mismanaged time. And then the Four of Wands being reversed, it's unstable foundations and like some delayed success. But it seems like your biggest obstacle right now is like a lack of structure and then some follow through in your application. Like you do have really good energy and like strong skills to offer, but if you're just kind of applying everywhere and like rushing through submissions without kind of like actually getting organized, it's undercutting your chances. So like this is just saying like to bring your core achievements into like to the light, you know, with like more clarity to turn things around once you like fix some disorganized holdings, things that are holding you back here. But if you're just like quick firing resumes, you know, that's ends up slowing down your like the quality over quantity thing here. But make sure I haven't applied to a job in 15 years now, but from what everybody else is saying that I hear online, you know, create some simple tracking spreadsheets, you know, maybe tailor each application for a specific job. But make sure you lead with your brightest strengths right at the top of your resume here. I don't think I can write. It's not good. Just not good at writing applications. I don't think I can write those awkward questions. Again, I use the technology that we have in hand now, and I know it's not very popular, but if you do use it, you can actually ask AI to like spitball some ideas of what to say exactly, because most of the time companies say say the same things, like what strongest assets will you bring to this company, and like tell the Princess Kotso, I did do your reading, you just weren't here for it, but because you wrote your question, I was able to answer your question. But yeah, it's about 5 minutes ago. Yeah, just make sure that you're writing it. Make sure you tell it, don't use M dashes. And I can only really read or at like a or I speak more like about a ninth grade level, because I was like in ESL classes, and then when oh, I forgot to move you up on the queue there. Sorry. Jenny, you're next. Alejandro. Alejandro. Welcome in. Oh yeah, when I talk to people face to face, I tend not to say bigger words. Um, kind of the company, the people that I'm around aren't. I don't want to. One, I don't know a lot of big words. Two, I just kind of like. I like to keep things simple when I talk, when I speak. Like there was one lady who was saying this is what it'd be like if you read at a ninth grade, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade level, and like the 12th grade level, you should know more words that aren't normally said typically, and then college level and all this other stuff. It's so to bring it down, I wrote down what I usually say, and then I had it analyzed, and like you seem to speak in like a more of a ninth grade level, which is fine. And I was like, that's cool. I leave the big words to my husband. He's way smarter than me. Jenny, if you're watching, you are next. After Jenny, it's Master Jade Studios, Mark. And then Alejandro, and then Starry. Coffee. I can't handle coffee, so I just use energy drinks. 10-calorie energy drinks. Hello, Nobby. Welcome in. I am dual streaming on Twitch and YouTube, and Jenny is next. Did you write your question, Jenny, and I missed it? You did not. This is why I like you guys to write your questions down, so in case I missed you, at least I can still answer it for you. Jenny! Come on down, Jenny! Jenny! I need a Forrest Gump one. Jenny! All right, Jenny. Missed her turn again. Again, if you guys if you guys join the queue, ask your question so I can actually answer it if you're not here. You guys can just go back to the thing. Whatever the cards want to toss. Okay. No worries, Nate. But you are next, though. All right. Whatever the cards have to say. And the ethereal. Absolutely. No problem. All right, you got overcome fear. Okay. What are you afraid of? Life is like a box of chocolates. 4 cups reversed. The Devil reversed. And the Hierophant. As soon as I saw the card, it felt personal. Yeah, it's telling you to have courage, reclaim your power, face the shadow, which is what you did when you picked Ethereal. um, the 4 of Cups is some new awareness or like snapping out of a rut. The Devil reverse, it's breaking chains, it's overcoming addiction or toxicity, freedom. This is what this one is. And then the Hierophant is like grounded wisdom or trusted systems, traditional guidance here. But it seems like you're in a position to like break free from a cycle of fear or maybe some unhealthy patterns that kept you feeling stuck. Like you're waking up to some new possibilities, maybe shedding some like toxic attachments, or maybe limiting your beliefs that used to control you. But this whole thing is just telling you to like stepping out of your head and anchoring yourself and things that are proven, structured routines that can help you reclaim your freedom and peace. So just know that your old habits or fears of holding you back don't have any more power over you unless you give it to them, so stick to very grounded daily routines, rely on some practical sound advice from a trusted friend or some wise elder out there. Just build some to help you build more of a secure foundations for your next steps that you're doing. Feels very targeted towards before I knew it. Oh yeah, well there you go. You are welcome, Net. Again, thank you so much for that follow. I'm here Fridays and Saturdays only because I do this for free for 4 hours. Thank you. This is just one of my hundreds of decks that I have. I'm not kidding. Bit. I got a lot. I hyperfixate on things. I have the top deck is all tarot, the middle is tarot in the middle, and then oracle decks on the sides. Some of these books have decks in them, but they're huge and they come in little boxes, so they're still inside the boxes. There's bags of tarots there and there. There's some overflow there and behind here. And then back there, there's some overflow there. There's some here, back there. And then for the Zeus cam, this is behind me here too. There's my old system, my old Xboxes, and then my old PlayStations. But again, I hyperfixate. I know, as someone said that too, that those are essential oils that I use for my work. Hand sanitizers that I like to scent because I just don't like the smell of regular hand sanitizer, so I just put it in this one. Although this one is my cleansing one because I put Palo Santo, rose, and cinnamon. I also have a humidifier, one of those little tiny ones that put stuff out for smelling, which I need to put. Turn it on. It's on for an hour now. Okay, Alejandro, you are next. Alejandro. Wait a minute, Mark. Didn't you put in your thingy? Where'd you go? Did you bow out? Oh, you put joint. That's why. I was like, where's, I know you put, I know I saw an exclamation join, but you put exclamation joint with a T on the end. So it didn't put you on the list. I'm like, wait a minute. Oh, that's okay. Okay, you did that on purpose then. I want to ask how S is currently feeling about me. Three of Cups. Four of Swords reversed. Seven of Cups. Five of Swords. Oh yeah, I just realized on YouTube, the chat's on the bottom for YouTube, and then this chat here is for Twitch, so people on YouTube can see the Twitch chat now, and the people on Twitch can see the chat also here. Something new that I added to this whole thing. I like to change it up a little. Been told to, but I should. But focus, Alejandro. The Three of Cups. This is some social connections. This is a lot of friendly warmth. Some like shared enjoyment there. A Four of Swords reversed. This is like restlessness. Like kind of a wake up to reality. The Seven of Cups. It's Seven of Cups. Confusion, mixed feelings, choices. Five of Swords, some friction, ego, or like mismatched intentions here. Again, I do not claim to be a psychic. I just want to point that out. But I am reading the cards, and the cards are saying here that S views you very fondly, or has like very lighthearted energy, but like their overall feelings are a little messy or confusing right now. Like there's a lot of internal mental chatter, kind of uncertain about what they actually want from this whole thing, but that underneath, like the very pleasant surface, there's some potential for friction or maybe some mind games. Seems like S is kind of just struggling to get like clear on their motives. Maybe they're like prioritizing their own ego, but keep things light. With S, protect your peace, rather than trying to figure out what's going on with him or them, excuse me. But let them sort out their confusion before you invest any kind of emotional energy into like where they stand. You know what I mean? Welcome, Alejandro. Alejandro. Sorry. Reset. Starry is next. After Starry is Nabi, and then Luminous Starseed. Welcome in. Right. Starry, you're next. Oh, I saw some message redacted. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay. I like a lot of different things. What's Spirit's advice on that in terms of work? I have 2 roles. Pick one and the other stuff as hobbies. Okay, cool. Princess, you were right below that question. Princess confirmed that she did see, or they did see their reading. Right. Can I get the yellow cards? Oh. I mean, how to navigate the fact that I like different things. Okay. Like, is it best to just pick one? 3 of Pentacles reversed. The Moon reversed. 4 of Swords reversed. And the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. And even though they are mostly reversed, it's not all bad. Like the 4 of Swords being reversed, it's ending of a pause, it's taking action, it's mental like restlessness. So it's not a bad reverse one. This is just saying it's stopping the pause, it's actually going forward. The Moon reverse, though, this is also dispelling confusion. It's like seeing things a little more clearly, you know, like uncovering the truth. So these 2 aren't bad. And 3 of Pentacles reverse, it's lack of alignment, it's some scattered energy, maybe some poor collaborations there. And then the Ace of Pentacles, some solid offers, some real commitment here with this card. But trying to like force all of your interest into like a single thing right now, it's just making some unnecessary confusion, kind of pulling your focus in too many directions. But the fog is clearing here with this Moon. Like it's kind of they're telling you to stop overthinking and just pick one primary practical career that offers more of a solid tangible foundation, with this Ace of Pentacles there. You know, so this is, it's just telling you to anchor yourself in one stable role to just build some more security, and just keeping your other passions, you know, as fulfilling hobbies like this, like what I do, you know, to feed your creativity without added pressure of making it actually the form of a living, making it actually the form of, making it a living from them. Jeez, there it is. But yeah, pick the most practical, stable job right now, and just to lock in that foundation, and then keep your other interest just as hobbies, so you can enjoy them without having to burn yourself out trying to monetize that thing. Kind of like what I'm doing. I do this on my weekends off from work because I work night shift, and I have Fridays and Saturdays so far because I have a seniority based job, and so at any moment somebody with a higher seniority can just kick me off my job and I have to go pick another job, hopefully with somebody with kick somebody else off their job that has lower seniority than me, that has nights also off, that has some sort of like okay schedule. Because there's other jobs during day shift or swing shift that have the same Friday, Saturdays off, but I don't like those jobs. And I don't like working days and I don't like working swings. At least right now, I don't like it because of Zeus. But next up is Nabi, and then after Nabi is Luminous Starseed. Oh no, cannot. Thankfully, I got a blue collar job that will take decades for even it trying to even think about taking over my job. Unless we go fully, completely electric, renewable, all that other stuff. Nabi. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Okay. Where's it? What energy is coming towards me in love? Success. King of Wands reversed. 10 of Wands. 5 of Pentacles. I always, songs have always kind of been stuck in my head, even as a kid. And I think this is Conjunction Junction, or maybe like some shiny time thing from like PBS. But, or I don't know where the heck the song was from, but it's always SUCCESS. That's the way you spell success. It's like in my head, I have to sing the song to spell success for some reason. It's just part of my thing now. But anyway, success. It's, it's an eventful triumph. It's overcoming all those hurdles. It's the long-term victory there. The King of Wands reversed, it's ego. It's kind of controlling behaviors. It's very unreliable passion. The 10 of Wands, though, it's some emotional burnouts, kind of carrying too much and being overwhelmed. And then the 5 of Pentacles is kind of feeling left out. Scarcity mindset. This is the FOMO card. Fear of missing out. Very much the FOMO card with 5 of Pentacles. But like the immediate romantic energy coming your way is very heavy and exhausting. Like it's someone who's acting out of ego unpredictably, or like emotionally unavailable. Like you might feel very like a temporary sense of rejection or some emotional burnout while you're trying to navigate that person's baggage. But the overarching success here, it's like working through or stepping away from this kind of draining energy that will ultimately lead you to victory and a much more healthier position with love. But don't settle. Basically, don't settle for anybody who's going to drain your battery, or brings a very dominant, unstable energy into your love life, just to avoid being, by yourself. But let go of some heavy expectations, protect your energy. Just remember, success in love comes from choosing like connections that bring ease rather than struggle. Like, if the person's constantly being toxic about every single little thing, it's like, dude, I am not gonna, or do that. I'm not gonna be around for all of this. You know, work it out before you come back to me, because I am not gonna just be here and baby your toxicity constantly. You see that a lot on TikTok and YouTube, those kind of couples that you can't say hi to anybody or be nice to, like the waitress. Otherwise, they're all like, why are you being so nice to them? It's like, calm down, damn. Those kind of people, don't do that. Don't be around them. Cut them off. Red flag energy. All right. Luminous starseed. How George Leo will feel about my unexpected birthday gift to him in the near future from me, a Pisces. Did I reset this one or not? I did. Okay. I was like, wait a minute. You started talking and I forget. Oh, hold on. Let me move you up on the queue there, Luminous. Again, I do my shuffles through numerology. Tonight's numerology number is 3. So I shuffle the deck 3 times. Tomorrow will be 4, so I'll shuffle it 4 times. You got happiness. Yeah, I'll do this one. Ah, cool. Okay. So let's check it. The High Priestess reversed. The Star. Page of Wands. Page of Cups. Felt like giving you a little more. Let's see. Happiness. Happiness is joy. It's satisfaction. It's emotional warmth. The High Priestess reverse. This is surprised, kind of caught off guard. The Star. Hope. Some deep affections, connections there. Absolutely, yes. The Page of Wands. Some exciting curiosity here, a lot of playful energy with this card. The Page of Cups, it's some sweet gestures, it's like tender reactions, it's very happy appreciation here. But George feels like he's going to be very touched, excited, happy to get caught off guard by your gift. Like he wasn't expecting it. His initial reaction was going to be pure surprise, and then it's going to turn quickly into some deep appreciation and some playfulness. But yeah, this is a very sweet, thoughtful gesture that's going to spark like a lot of warm energy between you two, kind of bringing a more hopeful and joyous vibe to your dynamic that you have. But the gift will give it with full confidence, and no stress. Just keep it light, keep it fun, keep it genuine. Like he'll love it, the thought that and effort that you put into surprising him, basically. And my birthday's coming up. which is why I will be off next week. Which is why I'm doing duo decks this month, because I'm a twin. I have a twin sister. Who's like a foot smaller or shorter than me. You're welcome, Luminous. Reset this one too. I see it there, Starry. Thank you. All right, Mark. Él es el próximo. Double reading, so you want one from each one, Mark? Okay, what's going on with your with the neighbor that you have a crush on? What's going on with the neighbor that I currently have a crush on? Oh, with the same one? Okay. Es que tengo algo chisme. Pasó algo y quiero que lo mejor es dejarme. Uf. Okay. Courage. I don't remember what the word from courage is in Spanish. Colegio? No. And what does my future in love consist of? Es que el vecino es Leo. Yo solo digo que el universo nos está. Exactly. Your neighbor that you have a crush on, he's a Leo, and a freaking lion card comes out. It's about courage. All right. Five of Swords reversed. The Hanged Man reversed. Six of Pentacles reverse. Nine of Wands. There. Casi todo el reverso, but there's the Hung Man or the Hanged Man, but but courage, it's inner strength, it's moving forward, it's overcoming. No están siendo tan medioso. The Five of Swords in reverse, it's letting go of conflict or moving past tensions, dropping your pride. The Hanged Man reverse, this is an end, like ending stagnation, tomando acción, reclaiming momentum. the Six of Pentacles in reverse. It's unbalanced effort, es la energía de más un lado, misaligned giving. And then the Nine of Wands, it's letting down your guard, overcoming defensiveness, emotional exhaustion. Jeez, I can't. I'm trying to say some of those Spanish words. But mirando todo, tu vecino y el current dynamic, it's like it's been stuck in like a very weird, very muy raro, kind of stagnant loop. Seems like the energy is a little un lado, one-sided or hesitant. But el reverse Hangman y el Nine de Wands. So this one's your neighbor here. More likely this would be your future love. The Hangman and the Nine of Wands, like este periodo de esperando, period of waiting, kind of guarding your feelings, overthinking is coming to an end here. Like alguien está listo para bajar su guarda, to let go of their guard, kind of break the silence. Pero el reverse here, the Six of Pentacles, it's a warning against like over investing or giving too much before you see the equal effort. So si le das demasiado, no va a servir. Como, I think that's what it's saying. But your future love, your romantic future, it's reclaiming your personal power, or like stepping in out of this like passive waiting, letting go of those lingering defenses, from las cosas que pasó antes, those past experiences. Like you're clearing the way for a more dynamic, más mutual effort. Pero la energía, todo está llamando para ser courage, to have courage. Gee, my brain is going anyway. But stepping forward with confidence here, setting those healthy boundaries, and like making sure that your future pareja, your future partner, meets you with the same energy that you put in. But stop holding back just out of fear of rejection. But also don't like overextend yourself to get their attention. Be warm, be approachable, but let them match your efforts so that you maintain a very healthy balance. Don't come at them too strong, but be approachable. But have courage to do it. You're welcome, Mark. Resetting. Star, you're next. Let me. You is. What would get Joseph to have a sweeter, loving attitude towards me instead of being Five Swords energy, etc.? I just want him to want to be friends. You want the ethereal Art Nouveau. It's very much ego driven. Jeez. is what they are saying in tarot. Yeah. 7 of Wands. King of Wands reversed. Six of Swords. The Empress reversed. I was kind of contemplating how I was going to put these, lay these down. Yes, again, that numerology number is 3. Lively, creative, and communicative vibes here. Again, it's all about expression, connection, and good conversations. Those cards look crap. I don't see him much because he disappears. Yeah. It's okay. Let's break these down. The 7 of Wands reverse. It's just dropping defenses. This is yielding, stopping the fight here. The King of Wands reverse, though, this is easing up on stubbornness. This is like managing that ego, taming those quick tempers. So, again, not too bad. Reversals aren't necessarily bad all the time. The 6 of Swords, though, this is moving into more calmer waters. Like you can see him kind of paddling to calmer waters here. This is transitions. This is leaving conflict behind. And then you have the Empress reverse. It's removing some pressure, kind of reclaiming your self-care, maybe some avoiding some smothering here, but getting him out of a combative 5 of Swords mindset, looks like it's going to require some removing, like, kind of, how do I put this? Like remove. It's going to be. It's going to come down to removing the battleground here. Like he's operating from a place of very stubborn ego, and defensive friction. So like pushing for closeness or trying to like nurture a friendship right now, it's only going to keep his walls up. This is just saying that the best path forward to a more peaceful friendship is like actively stepping back into these calmer waters, dropping those expectations and kind of giving this whole thing some space to cool down, without any pressure. Yeah. Stop trying. It's the same. Just stop trying to fix or like sweeten his attitude. Stepping away here from this tension entirely is gonna work. It's possibly not. It doesn't seem like you did anything. It's just whatever his thing is, the calm distance, when you're stepping back, it's gonna do more to soften his edges than trying to force a friendly vibe here. But whatever his thing is, some people are just angry, and it's nothing that you did at all. Sometimes people just need some space. Sometimes people need a lot of space. Oh, you said a no word, and my streambot went near. Here, I can still see the message though. Exactly, you need to let him be one on his own. Brady was next. Turn on the fan here. There we go. You're welcome, Starry. Thank you for the patience. No, not yet. Not until next week. Yes, it's coming up. I'm gonna be 43. Don't feel 43. Well, I don't feel 43, but I know my body feels 43. Well, I'm taking the whole week off, so that's gonna be nice. Probably going to new places to eat. There's a couple restaurants that we actually wanted to go to that are dog friendly, so and they have an actual dog menu. So we're gonna take Zeus over to one of the restaurants, eat outside on the deck up by the water. There's a lot of water over here. Brady, okay. Almost like, what's the next good thing coming my way? So it flew out. Protection. Yeah, this one. Like, which one should I do? This one. Okay. Two of Swords reversed. 8 of Wands. 6 of Wands reversed. Knight of Pentacles. I'm like, no. Okay. Protection. It's defense. It's safety. It's kind of shielding your energy here. 2 of Swords reversed. It's breaking breaking indecisions, kind of mental clarity here, the truth coming out. 8 of Wands. A swift movement, some fast news, a lot of progress here. The 6 of Wands in reverse, it's letting go of like public validation. It's a lot of private wins, it's humility here. And then the Knight of Pentacles, steady progress, tangible results, practical success, slow and steady wins the race. Like my meme. But feels like it's going to be a sudden wave of clarity here, like a fast moving progress on something that's been stuck in limbo for you. Like you're going to be moving past like period of indecision or like lack of recognition. You know, it's going to shift into more of a slow, steady, secure progress, you know, that actually lasts. Yeah. But under the protection, you're going to be like shielded from like distractions or like some empty praises. You know, it's going to allow you to build results a little more quietly, a little more securely. But yeah, embrace the momentum when the news or whatever comes fast at you here, but keep building your steady pace here, and just focus on your quiet achievements, you know, rather than looking for any kind of outside approval. It's going to be either news or clarity, whatever's coming up, whether it be news or something being revealed, whatever it's going to come at you fast. But just keep building your stuff, the things the money, all the security that you're building right now. But something is going to come up out of the blue that's going to be good. That's the good thing. Oh, in Astari, I live by a lot of water, rivers, lakes, bays. There's a lot of water near me, but not around me. I'm surrounded by like 80, 90-foot trees here. Hi, Jenny again. Welcome back. Type in your question so I can answer it. So if you do leave again, I can answer it. And is it Ferguson again? No worries. But Brady, with the cards, let's see. It's like a resolution or a delayed decision. It's gonna come with some like fast news. It's gonna, allow you to like put your head down and just build things, more success on your own terms. So whatever the bad news is, it was that. Midnight, you're next. And Jenny, ask your question so that if your Wi-Fi comes back down, at least I'll be able to answer it, and you can go back and see what I said. General love reading. Karmic justice. That one card, whatever's been wronged, is going to fix itself. But that's just that one card. Let's see here. King of Wands. The World. 9 of Wands. King of Swords reversed. No, actually, it's not bad. Karmic justice is truth, balance, divine fairness here with karmic justice. The King of Wands, it's passion, it's bold action, it's a very confident leadership or person. The World, completion, full cycles, major milestones when it comes to the world. The 9 of Wands, it's past fatigue, it's kind of pushing through the walls here. And then the King of Swords being reversed, it's dishonesty, it's some cold manipulation, it's some misused power here. So really the only bad one is like here. Seems like that's like a major love cycle. It's coming to a complete close How do I put this? That's the wrong way of phrasing it. Like what the love thing, the bad love vibes here, that's been going on, it's coming to a close. Like karmic justice is there to just settle the scores, you know. Like you been carrying heavy walls, you know, this Nine of Wands at the lowest point. Seems like your past partners or like presence who was like whoever was manipulative or hypercritical or emotionally cold, like this King of Swords reverse. It's like the universe is closing that chapter of that, like the exhaustion here. That's the world card, you know. So that just to clear the floor here for like a more confident, passionate, more direct dynamic, like the King of Wands. You see, it's like it knows you've been carrying a lot. That's coming to an end, and this manipulative person is coming away for a more confident, passionate, direct person here. But let the past finish wrapping up whatever it is without trying to control it. You know, lower your guard when like actual warm, direct presence steps in. You know, so you don't need to carry the armor that you build from all that cold stuff into your next chapter. But karmic justice is putting things right. Reset, y'all. Brady is next. Let me move you up. Am I meant to be a public figure without trying to get a lot of unwanted attention and people tearing me down and talking about me like I'm a celebrity? Is it a prerequisite to possible fame? Willpower. I didn't get. Did you want the ethereal or ethereal? I mean, even like the nicest celebrity always gets dumped on. You know, everyone's usually has something. Nobody's ever gonna like somebody completely. Like there's always, even like the nicest celebrity, someone's always hating on them. So it's like always somebody will always be talking. It's just how you handle the fame. Some people cannot handle fame. They go in becoming famous and they're like, oh, I can't handle it, it's too much, it's too strong. I'm like, you picked the fame, you wanted people to know you, you put yourself out there, and you don't want the recognition anymore. It's like you already opened Pandora's box. It's like you know, I literally had to flee the entire town back in 23. Oof. especially if you talk bad about the place. I don't know what happened exactly with with your situation, but if you affect the whole town's going to probably strike back in a sense. And especially if you're a small town. Ooh, there's that Nine of Swords. And the Hanged Man reverse. Four of Pentacles. Strength reverse. Six of Wands reversed. Defamation and other crap. After debunking it, still hasn't gone away. Yeah, there's... I mean, look at this political climate. Even when you show them facts, when you correct what they were saying or way that they were thinking, they're too stubborn to change their mind anyway. They're like, oh, what do they call it? Fake news, even if it's actual correct, you know. I only pulled more cards because you're the last one on the queue, but so I was like, I'll go in a little deeper with this one, especially when it comes to fame. Like, ooh, before I start on any of this, my husband was an actual singer of a band when we first met, and they were getting very popular. MTV wanted to play their songs on the Real World way back when it was actually still playing, and he had the momentum and drive to do this, but his bandmates who were older, who had wives, their spouses decided that their husbands should not be in positions of fame because they were going to be pulled away. Anyway, the whole thing happened, and sometimes fame happens to the right people. Sometimes fame should happen to the right people. Other times people become infamous, so all that comes with popularity. But willpower, it's self-control, it's inner strength, it's setting boundaries. The Nine of Wands, exhaustion, defensiveness, expecting the attacks. The Hangman reverse, this is like refusing to stay stuck, shifting perspectives, breaking free like you did. The Four of Pentacles, guarding your privacy, holding tight, kind of controlling the exposure, don't let out too much. And then the Strength reverse, self-doubt, feeling overwhelmed. Six of Wands in reverse. This is again private, because you had it before, private success, avoiding public pressures, refining your visibility, being active when you want, when you allow yourself to. But this is just saying no. Enduring public scrutiny and drama or like teardowns isn't a required prerequisite for success. That no, it's not a prerequisite. But the Six of Wands reverse and the Four of Pentacles here, like your path is about refining what success or being known kind of looks like for you. Like, you don't have to choose between obscurity and like invasive celebrity status. They're just saying like the path where you share your work or your talents while also guarding your personal life and private boundaries. But the heavy defensive energy of this like Nine of Wands that keeps popping up, and the Strength reverse, like the underlying fear of being exposed and judged or like picked apart, that's always there. Oh, no worries, Midnight. The Hangman, it's like telling you to drop the black and white belief, that the visibility automatically equals to vulnerability and toxicity. But when you use your willpower, you can kind of build that platform on your own terms, focusing on work itself rather than any kind of personal fame, but taking away those unwanted noise, or like keeping your inner circle small and protected, that'll be more beneficial. But to get to the terms of your visibility, you get to set that. Just focus on and like refining what you share and what you like create, but also hold firm your boundaries around your like private life, so like people and public attention never kind of gets a chance to touch your piece here. Like I know I'm not that popular. I'm still a small streamer, but I don't like. I before I even started any of this, there was a lot of tutorials of saying don't tell people too much about yourself, where you live, where you work. Be vague about it, because some people might want to like knock on your door. Like it happens to a streamer called Chica. She's very visible. I haven't seen her in a while. She even had her own Fortnite skin, but she became so popular, people actually found where she lived and were like knocking on her, pounding on her door while she was live, because of clues that she sent out to people. I think she might even had shown her front door somehow, things like that. People were able to like screenshot it and find out exactly which house it was, because there was somebody's political sign or some sort of sign outside, and then like, oh, this person lives in this area because that person's only running campaigns in this area, things like that. So you kind of have to be private. Like I just say I'm a blue collar worker. I don't tell you what I do, but I'm a blue collar worker. And I work nights, and because I do this on my weekends off. But that's a little bit more than I wanted to say to people, but I just say I'm blue collar to like do it that way. And like the question of I live near water, I'm like, I live not next to water, but water is very easily accessible around here. Things like that. You're gonna have to keep some things private, because you don't want people to come in and again knocking on your doors or your windows or like that. It's midnight. We're next. Reset this. That's reset. There. I was like, there you are. I'm like, come on, color correction. That's reset. Can you tell me more about the person that's coming into my life next? I pre-posted, so you would not have to wait on me. Okay. Thank you for asking the question. Which one would you like, the ethereal or the ethereal? And again, the question is more like a genie question. So it could be the person that's coming into your life that you walk by or that you interact with. I'll pick the ethereal. grounding. The moon reversed. 8 of Wands reversed. The Tower. 4 of Pentacles. Oh, I was like, who was it? Oh my god. I saw your question there, sorry. Okay. But grounding here, midnight. Grounding is stability. It's like the real world focuses here. Kind of very anchoring energy. So you're very flighty. Somebody's grounded, like a earth sign. Earth, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, I think it was. Jeez, I forget. I'm drawing a blank right now. But the moon reverse, it's clarity. It's like no mind games there. Hey, Swift, I got breaded. Sourdough bread. 8 of Wands reverse. This is slow pace, kind of deliberate timing. Tower is just sudden disruption. It's some breakthroughs, kind of shaking up the old stuff. 4 of Pentacles, guarded nature, kind of goes with the grounded one. Heavy boundaries, you know, very quiet reservations there. Shaped bread. I'm getting bread. Ooh, I love the San Francisco sourdough. Ooh, so good. More than I do like the Seattle bread, the Seattle sourdough one. San Francisco sourdough. Ooh, that's good. I flew out of San Francisco once, and my husband was like, "Can you get me some sourdough San Francisco bread?" Because they had a place inside the airport. Okay, so midnight. Their personality and like their demeanor, they're going to be very reserved or like self-contained. They're very cautious about like who they let into their circles, so they don't got a lot of friends. You know, they got quality friends, not a quantity of friends. They're not very loud. They're not like a flash in the pan kind of personality, you know, or like somebody who rushes relationships. You know, their communication style is very slow and kind of careful, like this 8 of Wands in reverse. Will it bring? Will it? What? Would it be long term? This seems like a very person that would be that. You know, like they don't rush in relationships. They're very picky of who they want to let in, which, you know, is better suited for that. But they do value their privacy, their security, their actual stability above everything else right now. That's the kind of person like they are. But how you are going to impact them, their dynamic, like they'll appear very quiet and guarded on the surface. Like if you do see them, it'll feel very like a complete shock to the system for both of you. Seems like you're the more tower energy here. Like your presence is going to disrupt their usual guarded routine. It's going to kind of strip away some of their illusions, some of their hidden agendas, you know, that everything is laid out with, you know, transparency here, the moon reverse. Their energy, the energy is going to demand like grounding. Like this isn't going to be a very fast or kind of chaotic rush, but it's more like a shift that makes you both drop your illusions, kind of get more real, kind of build something more genuine from like the ground up. But expect somebody who like takes their time opening up, but don't let their quiet exterior, that they are very stubborn, very guarded like that. Don't let that fool you. It's but the connection itself is going to shatter some old expectations, but grounded honesty from day one is what he's going to be needing. But those kinds of people end up having the longest relationships because they've been waiting for somebody and they know what they want. Sometimes they don't want the same kind of person. Like they don't also want somebody who's grounded because they're the grounded person. It's a balance. Couples. I can be very talkative when I want to in a group of people. My husband's but we're the golden retriever black cat kind of couple. Hi TODD. Welcome in. Oh, I already have that. Hey, Starry. I am dual streaming on Twitch and YouTube. And this is for Starry over on YouTube. I'm just resetting the deck here. Welcome in. Yeah, I'm a Virgo. My husband is a Scorpio. So we have that kind of a relationship. After I tell V I want why I need healing, is there anything that would get her to want to help me? She doesn't do it anymore, and I don't really know why, but she's good. Don't get my brain's going all over. Let me reread that in. So after I tell V why I need healing, is there anything that would get her to want to help me? Because she doesn't do it anymore, and I really don't know why, but she's good. And if she won't, can she recommend someone as good? Ethereal. Okay, so the question is, what can I say to get her to help me, essentially? I think she might just say no. Hey there, Senrio. Welcome in. Hi, Cass. Welcome in. Got the Emperor reversed. The Moon reversed. 8 of Pentacles. 5 of Cups. Lovers. It's like, I'm going to pull another. Okay. Welcome in, everybody. I am doing a dual thing, so you get to pick either the ethereal or the ethereal. They're both elegant. One's more light elegant, the other one is dark elegant. Can she recommend someone just as good if she can't? I mean, if she's a professional, I'm assuming she has a lot of other professionals that do the same thing that she does. If I'm saying if she's a professional. Oh, thank you, T. Yeah, I got the ethereal deck first. One of the first few decks that I got. I like the little shiny thingy. And then a few months later, I found the ethereal one. Actually, my husband did. And he got this one. He was like, oh, the ethereal? You're ethereal. So light, elegant, dark, elegant. See, Starry, the Emperor, excuse me, sorry. Hang now, jeez. Okay. The Emperor reverse. This is like loss of control, a lot of strict boundaries. The Moon reverse, it's like the misunderstandings are clearing up. You know, it's also about hard truths. The Eight of Pentacles, it's like professional focus or skillful work. Five of Cups, it's disappointment and regret. But then you have the Lovers, which is aligned choices. This is like mutual respect, seeking the right fit here when it comes to that whole thing. But V is likely to like set a very firm boundary. I'm assuming this is a professional, so like professional or for personal reasons. This Emperor reversed with the Eight of Pentacles. Like her decision not to work with you right now, it's like about her own limits and kind of keeping very like professional lines clear rather than anything personal. But this whole thing is just like it's trying to all these cards are saying like trying to convince her to change her mind is going to lead to disappointments. It's Five of Cups. But the Lovers next, and then the Moon reversed, like going to her with complete like clarity and like honesty and respect for her decision, it's going to clear the air. So approach her without pressure. It's going to make her much more open to point you in the right direction, you know? So like if you want to ask how to get recommendations, like let her know that you respect her choice and her boundaries without trying to like persuade her to take you back or take you on again or more, you know. I'm assuming therapist, but kind of explain that you are seeking help for like keeping focus entirely like on your journey here. This Eight of Pentacles, that's there, but when you ask her for directly for a referral, you know, frame your request around like finding the right match here. Like if she knows a colleague or another practitioner or like with somebody that has a similar skill set, you know, who's available to support you. But when, how do I phrase this? Words are starting to, but whatever she stands on, decides, you know, do it with grace, you know. So like when you show that you honor her boundaries, she's more likely to help you find more people, you know, so you can get the care that you need. Because if you come at her with like oof kind of energy, she probably won't be as helpful. So Sanrio, you are next. I asked her once and I would I asked her once and I was cool with her. Yeah. So she's good. Though that I wish she did it. Well, yeah. Sometimes you need to make a change in people. Oh, yeah. Sanrio, Miffy, you're next. Will love find me soon? The Erythrial deck, which I found out was not a real world. I thought it was a real erythrial was a word, because I thought that was the opposite of ethereal, but no, it's a combination of eerie and ethereal. So erythrial is a made up word. Like, oh, okay. Not urethra. Erythrial. The Hermit reversed. King of Wands reversed. Justice. Seven of Wands. Page of Swords. Popping my fingers. I'm double jointed. Okay, Hermit reversed. This is like ending isolation. It's coming out of your shell. The King of Wands being reversed. This is impatience. This is some unstable energy, kind of avoiding those ego traps. Justice is timing. It's fairness. It's alignment. Seven of Wands, guardedness, defensiveness, kind of standing your ground. And then the Page of Swords. It's curiosity, vigilance, kind of keeping an eye out. Some new communications too. But love seems to be ready to find you. But the timing, it depends on like stepping out of your isolation, and letting your guard down. This Hermit reverse here, like you're ready to stop hiding anyway. But then Justice kind of confirms that that fair kind of balanced energy is coming to kind of make right from the past disappointments, But the Seven of Wands and the Page of Swords here, it's a warning, if you do keep your walls up or keep over analyzing every new kind of interaction, it's just going to slow some things down. But rather than chasing some unstable like sparks here, it's like showing that love approaching you once. Geez, that's not the way I phrase it. When love's approaching you. There you go. Words, geez. When love's approaching you, you actively are the one that needs to open the space for those new people without consistently waiting for a threat. So stop hiding behind your defensiveness, basically. Allow yourself to be seen. Put yourself out there. Stay curious, stay open to like communications that people might want to strike up if you're at a new place. But let things balance, naturally, instead of trying to force or protect yourself from like every outcome. So like if there's an event out there, I know there's a lot of farmers markets going on right now. There's some I haven't been to a farmers market or a fair in decades. I think I used to live my mom had a apartment behind a fairgrounds. So we used to go there all the time when it was up and going. But it's been a while since I've been to something public like that. Not entirely sure where you're at, but Sanrio. But if there's any kind of event, put yourself out there, go to those events, doll yourself up. Or if you're into cosplay, Sanrio, my Hello Kitty things, do things that don't cover your face. Oh, thank you. These aren't actually Holotaco today. This one is from Loud Lacquer, Loud. These two. It's called Madison. And then the middle finger is Penny Talks by Etsy. This middle one. And then the ring and pinky are from Live Love Polish. It's like a rose gold and like a almost silvery gold. It's not quite gold and it's not quite silver. Yeah, this time I'm not using Holotaco, I'm just using these three. Because I got like 300 nail polishes. Not all of them are Holotaco. And I'm not kidding. There's my collection of... What happened to my camera? Oh, because I unplugged it. No, not unplugged it. Oh, wrong thing. I have two things that are... But yeah, there. That's my nail polishes right there. Each one of them has 60. And then that little one on the side, I can't zoom in. It has 30 in it, and that's still not all of them. I have like 30 more that I still need to put into those little boxes. But you're welcome. All right, Cass, you are next. Ethereal. Will I find a fulfilling group of friends in person in the upcoming 2 months? Monthlies. All right. And thank you for the question there, Starry. Resilience. Nine of Pentacles. 5 of Swords. Eight of Pentacles reversed. Three of Swords. Every time I see a Three of Swords, it's oof. Okay, resilience is perseverance. You know, it's that inner strength. It's like overcoming your setbacks, which is a good anchor point for everything right here. The Nine of Pentacles, it's independence. It's like self-sufficiency. It's enjoying the solitude, you know, or at least in quiet areas. The Five of Swords, some friction, some mismatched energies, social tensions. Eight of Pentacles reversed, it's mismatched expectations, it's some social tensions. Oh, that's goes along with this. It's lack of effort, it's frustration, all this stuff. I'm like, geez. The Three of Swords, disappointment, hurt feelings. Jeez.
Bruh.
Okay. Damn. Finding a fully aligned, like deep, like a fulfilling group of friends in person, at least within the next 2 months, it's not likely. At least, again, I don't claim to be a psychic. I'm just telling you what these cards are saying. Take all this with a grain of salt. That Five of Swords and the Three of Swords, like forcing social connections right now could bring some friction, some mismatched energy vibes, or like social disappointments, only because I think it's the end of summer. People have already did their thing all summer long. If they had a group of friends, you know, that they already knew each other at the beginning of summer, this is now towards the end of summer, and so they have more summer connections, if that makes sense. And then we're going into fall, which is more familiar connections, so you have more summer things. Just let things be, don't force anything. Yeah, like don't be like the new person and be like, hey, how's it going, everybody? What's going on, guys? You know, that'll not work right now. Sorry to put on my voices. That Eight of Pentacles reversed, like trying too hard, you know, or looking in the wrong places won't yield anything just yet. But the Nine of Pentacles with resilience, this is like your saving grace here. It's a very strong alternative focus, you know, like it's meant for you to enjoy your own company. So it's like building your personal confidence, kind of thriving independently. But lasting friendships, those will come when you're not rushing the process, you know, just out of desire to fill the room. But shift the focus right now away from like that, you know, stop forcing kind of social interactions right now. Just use these next couple months to just pursue some hobbies, some interests a little more comfortably on your own, you know, to build your confidence a little more independently. That will bring the right group of people to you later. That makes sense. Yeah. Then you got Friendsgiving coming up. Some people like to celebrate Friendsgiving. Those are kind of cool though. Once you get those kind of group of people, like everybody has a different kind of dish that they can bring. Again, my husband and I are pretty much hermits because we work nights. Sleep most of the day. That is reset. This is already reset. Better reset this one. Starry's next. Why did Joseph do a U-turn regarding me? Friendsgiving is during Thanksgiving. It's like either before or after the actual Thanksgiving, so that you can hang out with your friends. So if you do go to with family during Thanksgiving, you go to Thanksgiving with your family. But Friendsgiving is either before or after it. Or you guys can just hang out as a group of friends together. Or if you have a chosen family, that's Friendsgiving. Which one? Ethereal or erythrial? I'll do erythrial. Oh no, you're next, Cass. Oh, okay. Sorry, I misread that. I'm like, no, I was not ignoring you. You're telling me to ignore you. No worries. Have a good night, Cass. I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, okay. Right. Yes, sleep now. Sweet dreams there, Cass. See you tomorrow. If you're coming tomorrow. Page of Cups reversed. Four of Wands. Seven of Pentacles. Queen of Swords reversed. The Star reversed. Right, Page of Cups reversed. This is some immature emotions or like unexpressed feelings here. Sorry, I had to lubricate. The Four of Wands. It's like expectations of like the community and home. The Seven of Pentacles is patience and like evaluations. The Queen of Swords being reversed, this is like the fear of vulnerability or like bitter defensiveness. And then you have the Star reverse. It's some lost hope. It's the pessimism. It's like the lack of faith here. But it seems to the cards, the way that I'm seeing this, like he made a U-turn because he realized that stable, the long-term foundation, this Four of Wands here in front and center, like it was requiring more emotional maturity and effort than he was actually ready to give. See, he stopped to evaluate like where things were going, but his own insecurities and pessimism and like fear of like emotional vulnerability took over. You know, it caused him to retreat into like a more defensive shell rather than kind of like talk about it. But regarding his like sudden shift, it just reflects his own internal limits, you know, and his pessimism. It's not your worth. It wasn't about that. But don't try to figure out his like mixed signals right now. Just allow him to like space and just handle his own stuff, his emotional baggage. Oh, speaking about emotional baggage and talking about all that stuff, I can actually curse on Twitch and it will automatically beep the words. I guess it's a new function now, so I could say bad words, but it'll beep the bad words. I don't know if doing it too much is going to cause any kind of rift, so I'm just not going to do it. Although I might be able to. Oh, I saw something which is weird, because sometimes I lurk on other people's lives here on Twitch or on YouTube, sometimes, and TikTok, to see what's going on. You're welcome, Starry. But yeah, I sometimes lurk on other people's streams just to see what's going on, and if I see a familiar, I want to say face, but a familiar words, familiar people, but there goes my thought. Oh my gosh. Oh, that gosh. It's like my brain just went gone. I forgot what I was gonna say. Anyway, tomorrow I got that shirt that I was talking about last week, a week before. It took them freaking 20 days to get this thing, but I'm glad I get it, and I'm wearing this tomorrow. The king and the diamonds kissing. I was like, the king of diamonds and the king of clubs getting the smooch. What tarot readings do you like? What do you? Oh, that's what I was doing. I was lurking other people's things just to see what people do. But I just type in tarot and then I look in the category, because sometimes people aren't in the tarot category. They just kind of like put tarot in a tag, so it'll put everybody else's thing. So I put tarot in my category, so when you search tarot and then search category, that's where I pop up. And I mean, there's some cool ones, but the ones that get like tens of thousands of views on YouTube, I never see them live, but I see a lot of other people live. But I lurk. I just kind of look and observe. Probably now. I'm down like 30 pounds since I've started this channel. I'm still on the low. I'm still going down eventually. I'm full transparency. I'm on Zepbound. It's just been a journey. It's weird. I'm currently at 255. Realistically, probably going to be 225. Ideally, 200. But I don't know if I don't think if I'm ever going to see 200, but I do know though, now that I'm losing some, I'm like, I need to start working out because I'm losing muscle definition. I'm like feeling now, because it's not as much fat as there was once, and I was like, because the muscles. I'm like, geez, okay, so I gotta start working out. So I have free weights that I can just do later. I have 20-pound and 25-pound ones. Okay, let's see, where are we? We have 5 minutes left. Perfect timing. I had Fortnite in the background, at least, playing. They have a new season. It just started yesterday, and I already won. Nobody won. Oof, that is. Well, I'm 6 feet tall, so that. My sisters are both on Retta now, and they're doing really good on that. I'm not on that yet, but They're still looking at it through FDA and stuff like that, but for now, Zepbound. Doing good. Oh, and then you have to make sure that if you guys decide to go on it, obviously ask your doctor first. Let them prescribe it to you. Most insurance companies don't cover it, but as long as you get your doctor to prescribe it to you, they can send it over to Eli Lilly. That company will actually give you a manufacturer's discount. So instead of paying $1,600 for it, it brings the cost down to, like, depending on what you get, there's one that's a 4-pin pack, and it has one dose of it in each pin. That's the most expensive one that I found out later. It's $500. But if you go down to the quick pin that has all 4 shots in the one pin, and you just have to, like, put in the needle, you screw on the needle. It's really easy. That one brings it down to $200. And then they have the vial one, where it's the vial of that stuff that you have to actually put the syringe, I guess. That one goes down to like 200 or 150 or something like that. That's the cheapest one. Once I up my dose, I'll probably go to that one. Or unless their FDA approves the Retta for everyone, then I'll go to Retta, because I heard that one has a lot more benefits to it. So, but I was playing Fortnite, and I got to the loot hacks refresh in 11 days. Okay. There's new sprites. They're adding sprites now to the game, so you can have them as like live back bling on you. But this one, it's called the Adventure Sprite. It will randomly level up one of your weapons in your inventory. This one kind of gives you a hover. The more you level it up, the higher and further you go. The Shadow Sprite I just barely got. Automatically reloads unequipped weapons over time. Reloads equipped weapons at next level. This one I just found on my last one. The Jackrabbit Sprite grants the ability to perform another jump. Well, so a double jump. It gives you a double jump thing. This one, because I won my very first round of the season that I played, I won. If you guys are going to play this game, if you do play this game, it's better to try to get the win at the very beginning, because everybody's trying to eliminate each other and everybody's trying to get these sprites for content or whatever. And so, like, while they're doing that, they'll be stuck in the storm and fighting each other, and then they'll eliminate each other. And I ended up eliminating one person and then eliminating the last person. So I had 2 eliminations and I won. If you want to look at the highlight reels of that, it's on YouTube under my shorts and on TikTok. I'm that Lion. Man, I really wish Twitch had shorts or some sort of like reels, things like that to put. I know they have clips, and I don't know if I can upload clips that way. Can I upload clips that way? I know you can view clips on Twitch, but I wonder if you can. I'm going to look into that. If I can upload that as a clip, then you guys can watch it too on Twitch. Let's see. Jonesy. Recover some health and shield after being damaged after a short duration. These little guys you can get in the hacks thing. You can sprint faster with the Cheat Master Sonic. Same thing with this one. This one, you can find an 8-bit shotgun in your first chest and gain a score multiplier for it. And then this one gives you a bush. A bush you can wear around your body to hide, not the other one. But anyway, this is the one, my main character that I use right now because of the French suited deck. You can change this guy into any of the suits. So you can get the diamonds, hearts, clubs, spades, or this. I call it the Joker, even though it's a commanding card. You can have the reactivity on, or you can have it off, so it doesn't glow. But this is a really good one that I use for this one. My main one is this one, because they don't have any kind of hat wearing people a lot, but it has the little tree. Yeah. And him shuffling the cards. So then this one kind of gives you the is this your card? Anyway. Okay. All right, that is 9 o'clock. There's no more other people on the queue. And last week I was telling people if I had more people on the queue at 9 o'clock, I will continue to read. But I do cut the queue off. I do cut off the queue at 9. But whoever's still remaining in the queue, I will read them past 9 o'clock. That makes sense. But before I forget, hopefully Lumia Stream recorded all my new followers. Not. Shout out to the new tree fam. The followers, yes, it did. Okay. Nathan, and Freestyle. And then thank you again for the cheers, Midnight. Zeus appreciated that. If I did get any followers on YouTube for some reason, oh, and thank you again for the raid, Clarity, Clarity Cat Faya. With the 8 people for the raids. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hasta luego, and Sai Chen.